Hi, I'm Staedtler from Orange and Green, and today we're going to draw Barbie. These are some important tools I'll use in this drawing. You don't have to have all of these to draw. One darker shade and lighter shade of graphite pencil will do. We're going to start with the sketch. To cut the ratio of the face, you can think of yellow lines as a box, and every feature of the face will be in it. The red points are the distances between each feature, and we can roughly place them in sketch before measuring. You can divide the face into parts to see proportion clearly. And one thing you need to notice here is that the head is a bit tilting in reference photo. So eyes, nose and lip will not be on horizontal line but on a slope. You can measure and mark the points down right away, but I do mini freehand first to see where and how much proportion I could go wrong. Then I measure points from reference photo and mark down in my drawing, and redraw again. I normally do a lot of erasing and drawing again and again to edit the areas where proportions are off. The proportion of my sketch is not correct yet. As you can see, the eyes are not aligned, but I will correct that later when I do shading. So I will start shading by adding tones to the hair. You can look at the reference photo to know where the main parts are and how the hair is flowing. Normally we have mid-tone, highlights and shadow in everything, and so is the hair. Depending on the source of the light or some other factors, it may vary, but roots of the hair or the areas where we cannot clearly see will be the darkest most of the time. We will add a darker shade of graphite pencil to shadow areas of the hair where are the roots, the areas under the head and behind the neck. And we will add lighter shade of pencil to middle tone, which is normally the whole area of the hair. And we will use lighter range of pencil like 2B for mid-tone in this drawing, since blonde is lighter than other hair colors. Leave the highlight areas because we want to make sure that they are lighter than mid-tone and shadow parts. And after you have clear vision of shadow, mid-tone and highlight, you can add the same steps again to add another layer to your drawing. For the side of the hair, I add base color first with blending stamp and the brush. The graphite powder I used here is the residue left when I sharpened my graphite pencils. This way is quicker to draw than the first method of blending by layers. And when you draw eyes, you never do one straight line. The edges and the pupil will always be the darkest most of the time, so you will use the darkest tone for the edge like 6B or 8B. As I mentioned that the reference photo is a bit tilting, eyes, nose and mouth will have a bit of slope to have a right proportion of the face. But even if we have a slope or not, the inside corner of the eyes will be at that point on a single line. I'm going to check the alignment of other features of face when I draw them later. Like nose and mouth must be parallel to the line of the eyes. The nostril will always be the darkest, and the tip of the nose and the bridge will mostly be the lightest, where we add highlight in almost all of the drawings. So you will leave the tip and the bridge area to add the highlight. Two edges of the mouth should be aligned to the slope we have for the whole face, as in eyes and the nose. And the red color is on the dark side of the tones when you convert it into monochrome drawings, so add darker tones to the dark or red areas. I'm going to do lightly for teeth, adding layer by layer. Teeth are already the light parts of the drawing, and that's why lightest shade of the pencil will have to look teeth in the drawing look more natural. As we can see, the area and the teeth above lower lip is one of the darkest shades in drawing, since it's the part inside the mouth which is the shadow area. So it will be darker than gum or lipstick. And I changed the reference photo into grey tone as in black and white because you can clearly see which part you're missing in that grey tone picture. So we're going to move to another part which is curve. This is Prismacolor Premier 150 and I put the ones I normally use in skin tone separately. I'm going to pick some pink shades from these ones, which will look similar to the reference photo. But we don't have to be the exact same pink colors. And I will add some more pink to the clothes with the same color pencils I used for this curve. And then it seems like we finished, but we need to add and correct more details to look more like reference photo. And I add small details to hair, eyes, nose, lips, in the corner of the mouth and like every part of the drawing. I look my drawing and reference photo in turn to add more details. And you can put reference photo and drawing side by side and take photo with your phone. And you can compare them from your phone screen because it can help you notice which parts are still missing more than your own eyes. And here is the final drawing of Barbie. I hope you love drawing with me, and if so, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other timeless drawing videos. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.